when I think about the Lanzkrons, I think about balance. And they are incredibly outgoing and warm, and at the same time, they're not flashy at all. They're very much refined and set an example for everybody else about how to conduct yourselves in an elegant fashion, both publicly and privately. They are at the same time incredibly engaged in community affairs and very active in all manner of chesed, whether it's for our yeshiva, whether it's for other community organizations such as JFS, and at the same time, they exquisitely look at the needs of their children, each individually, to determine what's best for each and every one of them.
Yosef and Shifra are always giving to the community. Anyone who needs any help, asks them for help. They're always there, always willing to help out in any which way it means possible.
They're the most welcoming, warm people. We've spent a lot of time in their house. The whole community really spends a lot of time there because of how welcoming and warm they are.
And there's so much he does behind the scenes, and they do behind the scenes. You know, being involved in the shul and the school, and a wide variety of communal issues.
Yosef and Shifra are just leaders. That's who they are. Yosef, whenever anything comes up, whether in the family, when they're in the shul, in the community, he steps up.
The shul's really an essential part of their life. I don't think Kehilas Beis Shalom would be the same if we didn't have the Lanzkrons as part of our Kehillah. They really feel like it's a family to them.
In our own family, whenever there's an event, whether it's a family reunion, whether in times of simcha and times of sadness, Yosef is always the go-to, and he volunteers it. It's like in his nature to always be a leader.
To describe him in one word, I would just say Bal Achrayus. He's a very responsible person, and that's really his essence. It's very clear in everything he does. For instance, his family, his parents, still he is working very hard to help out his parents. Of course, Torah and mitzvahs. And all this responsibility comes, of course, from being responsible to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's where all the responsibilities come from.
What I do and anything that really we do as a family in the community, and anything that we're able to impact, is really due to my wife, who's an incredible person and somebody who I owe all the gratitude to.
With the amount of time and effort that Yosef has to put into all these endeavors that he does, Shifra is always there supporting him, giving him the time, giving him the ability to accomplish all these things.
Mosaic Clifton is an incredibly unique and unusual community. Not only that you have JFS, but that you have the support of the community for JFS. The fact that you have this kind of outpouring at the breakfast, which goes beyond any specific shul, beyond any school, beyond any mode within the community. It really carries out to everybody.
I think the mission of JFS is to be there for the community in a way that brings help to people with dignity. And that is exactly, I think, what Yosef and Shifra live by. It's trying to be there for others, trying to help the shul, trying to help the overall Kehillah, and that's done in a way that's l'shem shemaim.
Although it's not something that I really wanted as an honoree, but I felt it was really important and really part of the achrayus of supporting an important organization in our community.
I want to wish to Yosef and Shifra such bracha, hatzlacha, to them, to their wonderful children, and we should be able to share in so much nachas together, our families and our whole Kehillah, and you're so well deserving of this honor, and we really, really are proud of you and lucky to have you as part of our Kehillah.